Hi folks, welcome to Let's Go Car Cruising. My name's Mark and I'm a certified car nut. Back out here in Ludlow, Massachusetts at the Ludlow Elks for their weekly Tuesday night cruise night. And I'll tell you what folks, they're filling up fast and furious here, and there's a ton of cars I haven't seen, so I'm excited to go out and get some new stories and learn some more about some really cool cars. Thanks for watching, I really appreciate it. Smash that thumbs up for the like button and hit the subscribe button for me. And no, subscribe does not mean paid subscription. It's free. There'll be no emails, no phone calls, no people trying to sell you vinyl siding, none of that stuff. So it's just a thing to let YouTube know that you like what I'm doing, and that'll help build the channel. So smash that subscribe button for me too. Thanks a lot for watching again, folks. We're going to go out and see some cars, and we're going to get to it. Thank you. So here's a quick slideshow of the featured cars we have for you tonight, folks. We're at the Ludlow Elks in Ludlow, Massachusetts. Wonderful show, great cars, awesome stories, and really cool people with them. So sit back, grab some popcorn, and enjoy the video. All right, folks, we're here with Peter, and he's going to tell us about this really sharp 40 Ford coupe. And tell us what we got going on here, Peter. I see a little presents in the trunk there, so...
Yeah, that's my moonshine. I put that in there because back in the day they were using these cars to run moonshine.
They went fast and they had big trunks.
Yep.
There you go.
That's only half the size of that trunk. It's a lot bigger. It's a 40 Ford remodel. They got a 383 Chevy engine in there right now.
Okay.
You take a look at that. Stroker engine, by the way.
Okay. And air conditioning, so it's comfortable to drive. Air conditioning, so it's comfortable to drive.
Oh, air conditioning, 700 R4 transmission in there. Edelbrock. Okay, I already said Edelbrock. I'm messing this all up.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right. So how long have you had it?
I had it for like quite a few years now. I worked for my uncle Ron Raleigh most of my life.
Okay.
And before he passed, he gave me his car.
Well, that's awesome. So you're keeping the family legacy going.
Yep, and I'm taking care of it. It's always constant work on it.
Welcome to old cars.
Yeah, I love it. It's great. Every weekend I'm working, doing some kind of tinkering on it.
Right.
You know.
So custom interior and all that stuff too. So that's cool.
Yep. Got a beautiful interior. You can take a look at the interior.
Yep. I'll get to that. Sure.
Yep.
All right. Well, again, thanks for telling us the story. I appreciate it. Nice to meet you, and enjoy the heck out of the car.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. A 67 Camaro RS and a 64 Corvette convertible. Awesome cars. All right, folks, we're here with Mark, and he's going to tell us about his blue Chevy Malibu. And what do we got going on here, Mark?
Hi.
Wait, what year is this?
This is a 1978.
Okay.
When I started this project, I actually started this project 10 years ago.
Okay.
And I did it somewhat backwards. I bought the motor first.
Okay.
Had the machine work done, assembled it, and the motor was actually waiting on my engine stand, waiting for a body.
Okay.
One day I happened to drive by a body shop in Agawam, and I came across the car.
Okay.
So I just happened to walk into the body shop and I inquired about the car. They said, yeah, it's for sale. It had a 305 that was running badly, leaked oil, you name it, it was bad. But
tired.
Very tired.
Yeah.
But I didn't care. I had a motor and transmission
Sure.
in my garage waiting to go in.
So what's in that one?
So I got the car home. This is actually a slightly built 355, a Chevy small block.
Okay.
355. Backed up by a turbo 350.
Okay.
High tech, so little shout out to them.
Yep.
High tech transmissions in East Long Meadow. Rebuilt a transmission for me.
Okay.
Did an excellent job. I love these rims.
Classic Chevrolet wheels, yep.
Exactly. I had to get these wheels because there was never a specialty version or an SS version of this Malibu.
Sure.
I kind of made my own. So,
and they've become quite popular just for that reason. You can do a lot of things with them, and
right.
People do.
Well, they're excellent for drag racing because they're a full frame car. You can get a lot out of
and they're still kind of small and kind of light, and oh yeah.
Right, exactly. But so I got Camaro bucket seats. Anything I did to the interior was black replacement panels. I wanted a true muscle car from the 70s. So black interior, like I said, built 355. I have 373s in the back for gears, eight and a half rear.
And it gets you going quite well.
Oh yeah, well, probably the cleanest thing I can say is it goes like a raped ape.
There you go.
Once I step on it, but
that's a term from way back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
A lot of money, a lot of time. I took my father's advice: when you have more time than money, you use time.
Yep.
So there was time when this car sat and waited for me.
Sure.
And I would save up
Been
more
there,
money.
done that.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
And then buy that part that I wanted and bolted it on. And so 10 years later, it's almost finished. I just have a few interior pieces to do, and the car is then the car will be finished.
Great.
And of course, just enjoy it, and I hope to have it into my retirement.
There you go. Well, thanks for sharing the story, Mark.
Thank you.
People love stories. I love stories, and enjoy the heck out of it.
Thank you. I will.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Long and low Buick Riviera. All right, folks, we're here with John, and he's going to talk about his really sharp Chevelle SS. And what year is this, John?
1971.
71, okay. How long have you had it?
About 15 years.
Okay. Done a lot of work to it?
Nope, this is where I bought it.
Oh, cool.
I bought it off the original owner's grandson.
Wow. Okay, so like a two-owner car almost,
Yep.
three?
61,000 original miles on it.
Wow.
I bought it with 54,000.
Okay, so you got it out and you use it a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get it. I got the kit at the right time, got it for the right price.
There you go.
And that's what it was all about.
Yeah. You know, every once in a while you hit those.
You come across it.
Yeah.
And,
Couldn't turn it down, right?
No, I offered him a lot lower than he asked for it.
Okay.
And he said no.
Right.
And we were getting 2 feet of snow the next day. So he called me back a couple hours later. He's like, you know what? If that's cash, I can take that. So I gave it to him and went and picked the car up the next morning.
There you go.
Never test drove it.
Wow.
My test drive was bringing it from Northborough to here.
Wow, that's cool. So what's it running for a motor?
Factory 350 with a 2-barrel.
Okay.
Air conditioning car.
So you could get an SS with a small block and a 2-barrel?
Yep.
Wow, okay.
It has, my father worked at Belize Chevrolet, 68 to 72.
Yep.
Passed away at Alzheimer's dementia.
Okay.
A couple days after I bought this, couldn't get dressed. I
Okay.
went to his house, he went and he saw my car and he rattled off a whole bunch of rare options on this car
Okay.
that he remembered from there. That was the stuff he remembered. Like it has an actual, this is an actual factory painted top. It was never a vinyl top.
Okay.
It was actually ordered from the factory
Wow.
as a painted top. On the VIN tag 5311, Placer Gold antique white painted with the stripes here.
Okay.
Guy ordered it with column shifter.
And bucket seats.
Nope, I actually had a bench. I changed it.
Oh, okay.
I changed because I have the bench seat at the garage. I
Yeah.
just don't like a bench. I don't like bench seats unless it's a 4-speed. Then I don't like a bench.
Right,
seat.
right,
So
yeah.
I put those in because I had them,
Okay.
but they're 71 Chevelle seats that I
Right.
had somebody cover to match my back seat.
Okay.
Anything that wasn't original to the car, I've taken out and I've put in my garage
Sure.
to save it. So I'm gonna just put a whole new drivetrain in it.
Okay.
Keep it with 60,000 original miles on it. Put a drivetrain in it that if I blow it up, I don't ruin.
Originality.
Yeah.
Right. Sure.
Up until last year when I opened the door, I still had the door buzzer on it.
Wow.
And I was doing something and I shorted it out. I just haven't climbed underneath it and fixed it.
Yeah.
It's one of the rarest colors they made. Placer Gold with the antique white. Most of them were black stripes.
Okay.
So very, very rare. This color combination was put in place. When I had the guy do the seats, I had the whole interior out. Found the build sheet. Ordered with a lot of strange options. The guy
Okay.
actually ordered it without a tack dash. He ordered it with a sweep dash.
Okay.
He wanted 256 gears in the car. He never drove on the highway.
Okay.
You figure if he had it for 46 years and put 40-something thousand miles on it, he never really drove it on the highway.
Okay.
He just AM only, no AM FM. So there was a list of just dealer options that the guy ordered on it.
Wow, that's cool. We'll get out of this guy's way here.
Special
So he's
ordered,
backing in.
like I said, special ordered. The top not painted. So it's just,
You could do that
you could.
the way you wanted it.
Yep.
As long as you were paying, they were building it.
Yeah, and like my father had said as well, he worked there, and he told, some people will tell you it doesn't matter what they say on certain things. If you knew somebody at the dealership,
Right.
and
They
you
would
were
order
buying
it.
the car, if they wanted to sell it, they
Yep.
would do whatever to get you into the car.
Right.
And if you didn't like something or you wanted something added or
Right, yeah.
taken
Now-
off, it has a couple things. The kid I got it from hit something, so he replaced the fenders because he hit the headlight bezel and the fender.
Yep.
And bent the hood. So he
Oh.
bought a whole front end. So he went and had the fenders painted to match the car, and didn't tell the guy who was painting it that the fenders were off of Malibu and to change them.
Oh.
So they were matched to the car. So I took the Amaze off because it had SS on the front and Malibu on the back.
Yeah.
It was factory ordered with the racing stripes, factory ordered with all other SS options that it had.
Well, cool. That's awesome.
But it was just, it's an unrestored car.
They're only original once.
That's it. And so
That's
I've
it.
had
That's
people
absolutely cool.
actually at this car show offer me close to 4 times what I paid for it, cash in hand. Not because it was the nicest Chevelle here, but it was because of the most unique car
Yeah.
here.
That's awesome.
I've had it 15 years. I've never seen a Chevelle this color. That was the first thing I wanted to change when I bought it.
It's going to stay that way now,
But it's
right?
going to stay this way.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's awesome, John. Thanks for telling the story. Enjoy the heck out of it, and we'll see you on the road.
all right.
Thank you. Custom Chevy C10. Yep, got a little bit taken out of the top. Big meats in the rear. Oh, fun ride. We're here with Bob, and Bob's going to tell us about his bright red 55 Thunderbird. Nice car, Bob.
Thank you. It's a original, one of the early models.
Okay.
California car, had it restored from the ground up, and there wasn't any rust on the car when they took all the old
Those are the best
paint
ones
off.
to start with.
Yeah, and it took over a year and a half to get it done,
Okay.
but they did a nice job, and I have a lot of fun with it.
So you drive it a lot?
Since the when COVID hit,
Yeah.
I didn't touch it. Just like 2-3 years, I didn't do anything with it.
Okay.
And just started to do it this year.
Good. Well, get it out, have some fun with it, and enjoy
Yes,
it.
Oh yeah, I will. That's for sure.
Is this the? Did it come with a hard top or not?
Yeah, I have a hard top for it.
They're a little bit of a chore to get on and off.
Yeah, they are. But it came. I have a hard top. I had fender skirts that were all original.
Okay.
That came with it.
Awesome.
When I bought it.
Well, pretty car. Thanks for taking the time,
All right,
and
thank you.
we'll enjoy it.
I will.
Thank you.
Yep. Thanks for coming.
Another 67 Camaro. SS on this one. Red, black interior, and 4-speed transmission. Cool. All right, folks. Here we're here with John, and he's going to tell us about his blue Nova. And what year Nova is this?
69.
69.
69.
Kind of tough for me to tell those years apart. They're quite similar. 69 to like 70, 71.
68 to 72. Pretty
Okay.
much, they're a
Pretty
lot,
much, yeah.
lot of the same.
I see the SS badges. That must mean it came with a little extra.
Oh yeah, came with a 396, 375 horse, which is the L78 motor.
Okay.
4-speed, 12-bolt rear, and all the, of course, bucket seats and 4-speed and
Fun little car.
yeah. I bought the car in 1973.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and I never had the original motor when I bought the car.
Okay.
And because it was taken out, and lo and behold, about 4 years ago, I answered an ad in Facebook Marketplace. The guy had a 69 L78 motor for sale,
Okay.
a JH code motor, and he posted all the numbers on the article,
Yeah.
on the ad, and comes to find out that it was the matching numbers to my car.
Oh, come
here.
on now. Really?
Yeah, I had the matching VIN numbers.
Nearby?
It was up in Saco, Maine,
Okay.
and the motor sat in a motion Camaro for about 30 years.
Wow.
And The guy had pulled it out to rebuild it for his Motion Camaro, but most of your Motion cars had 427s in them.
Correct, yep.
They did do some 396s,
Okay.
and this was one of the 396s. The guy that I got it from was telling me that the motor had come out of a car that was totaled back in 1970. And the motor was pulled and it was put into a 1969 Motion Camaro.
Okay.
Rebuilt by Bill Mitchell, who was one of the 3 guys who had started Motion Performance.
Okay.
And he sent me some pictures of the motor as it came out of the car, which was typical for Bill Mitchell and
Right.
Motion. But he was telling me the whole story about the car, he said how the car was totaled. And as he was telling me that, I went into my phone and I took out my VIN numbers on my car, on my phone, and I showed him the pictures of the VIN numbers. And his mouth just about hit the ground. Of course, I waited when I bought it. I made sure that the motor was in the back of my truck and
Before
all
you tell him
paid for
all the
and
good
strapped
stuff
in.
because the price goes up, right? Story gets better, price goes up.
Oh, the first thing out of his mouth was, he's shaking his head and Brandon says, I sold that motor to you too cheap because it was all rebuilt.
Oh, wow.
And I paid $5,000 for the motor.
And happy to have it.
Oh, like I said, it was 48 years I owned the car,
Yep.
and I finally found the original motor for it.
Wow. See, that's the story I like to hear.
Oh,
And
You know, I used to see stories like this in Hot Rod magazine and all the
Yeah.
car mags and everything, and I used to laugh at them because how the hell can people come up with all this stuff? And
Right,
then it happened
right,
to me.
yeah.
And I just couldn't believe that that had happened. And
Wow.
I show all the guys the motors, and they're like, their tongues are hitting the floor. They
that
just
is
can't
too
believe
cool.
it. Yeah,
That
they
is.
just can't believe it.
So is this the original color as well?
Yeah, it is
Okay.
the original color, not the original paint, but the original
Right,
color.
right, yeah.
Yeah, but
Well-
I did a restoration on it back in 2014. But like I said, the motor came around, and I ended up changing the motor from a small block back to the original big block. And well, it's been in the car 2 years now.
Okay, that's awesome. Well, thanks for sharing that great story with us, John. I appreciate it, and continued luck and success and enjoyment with the car, because that's what they're about. And I see the smile on your face, man. That's
Oh, yeah.
That's the best thing going.
Oh yeah, especially this is my first time out this year. I've been
Well, I'm glad I was able to walk by and find you standing by the car.
awesome.
And
It's nice to meet you.
thank you. And we'll see you on the road.
Okay, sounds good.
Now this is a long 2-door, folks. Got room for the family in it. 37 Chevrolet. It's pretty original. Neat little car. I shouldn't say little because it's not real little. Got the Javelin AMX here with some custom airbrushing on the hood. Pretty cool. AMX on the grill. And a Chevy Hot Rod. And another Chevy Hot Rod. How about an international hot rod truck? That's pretty cool. All right, folks, we're here with Dick, and he's going to tell us about this bright orange 55 Chevy pickup. And I found him. I saw it earlier, and after 6 laps around the field, I found who owns it. So thanks for taking the time, Dick. I appreciate it. Tell us about the truck.
Well, I bought it 12 years ago.
Okay. Not like this.
No, it was red.
Okay.
Had a Camaro clip in the front that was welded crooked,
Ooh.
so you couldn't line it up.
Yep. Imagine that, right?
Imagine that. So I decided, what the heck, let's do it. So a friend of mine runs a body shop in Leesburg, Florida,
Okay.
and we put a Fat Man chassis under it, Ford 9-inch rear, Mustang 2 front.
So it's really nice driving down the road.
It's just like a new car.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's got a small block Chevy crate motor.
Okay.
Got Flowmasters exhaust, 3-inch Flowmaster. Leather interior, fully dynamatted, so you don't worry about the heat or the noise.
All the comforts are home.
I tried.
There you go.
Got AC and heat also.
Wonderful, because we do need that every once in a while up here in New England.
Yes.
Yes. Awesome. Well, beautiful truck, Dick. Thanks for taking the time. I appreciate it, and I'm glad I found you by it, and we could talk about it.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you. So this is a really nice Chevy street rod, 54, I'm gonna guess, if I had to guess. A little custom. Still got the classic look. Vintage air. Small block Chevrolet. And looks like power brakes. So how do you go wrong with that? Classic look. Nice matching interior. Cool car. Wish I could find the owner. I bet you there's a story here. But we'll get back here and we'll find him next time. All right, folks, we're here with Craig, and I found him, and I had to walk around the field about 6 times and finally come back, and he's standing here. So I captured him, and we're going to talk about this truck.
Yeah, so it's a 48 Chevy. It was a farm truck in a farmer's field for many years, just sitting there rotting away. And,
As most of them were.
Correct. And I ended up buying it, and I put it on a modern chassis, so it's got power steering, power brakes. I built a 454 big block and put that in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
A little bit of grunt.
Yes, it's still got 4-wheel drive. Not that I ever use it, but
Okay.
it does have 4-wheel
What chassis
drive.
did you use?
A 86 K10.
Okay.
4-wheel drive.
Did you have to shorten it or lengthen it, or
no,
it
just
pretty?
a lot of homework to figure out which one I needed.
Okay.
And what wheelbase, and it has a 6-inch lift kit, and I'm sorry, 4-speed standard.
Right.
And
I think earlier I was just tall enough to, on my tippy
Yeah.
toes, peek into it
Yeah,
and
come
and look at it. So cool truck.
when you open the doors, the step bars come down.
Wow, that's all the comforts of home. It's like a
Yes.
modern truck.
That's right.
And a new chassis, I'm sure it drives like a modern truck.
It does.
Ooh, and people are going to start screaming out here because I can
Yeah.
feel those little drops.
And I see
They don't melt, but they just make it a pain in the
you can see the interior.
backside to clean.
Oh.
Oh, she can peek in there. Go ahead.
Go
Oh,
ahead.
don't worry about me.
Yeah, I was too short, and I'm like, damn, I wish I could see inside. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
See, it gets all kinds of attention.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Yep.
So cool. So thanks for taking the time. I appreciate it, and enjoy the heck out of it. How
Thank
long?
you.
How long have you had it done?
A year.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just starting to enjoy it.
Yep.
There you go. Well, we'll see you on the
All right,
road.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
I've never been interviewed.
There you go.
before, usually just by the cops.
We're here with Jim, folks, and he's got a trophy winner tonight. So congratulations on that. And tell us about your truck.
It's a 1954 International.
Okay.
Really, the only thing that's international is the cab and the body. Everything is it's hot rodded. So
Okay.
it's got a 327 Chevy, turbo 350, 9-inch Ford rear.
Okay.
Disc brakes, Mustang 2 front suspension.
Okay. On the
Completely
stock chassis or made it?
It's on the stock chassis.
Okay.
Yeah, everything's been on that. And pretty much just built it. Took me 14 years to build it.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know, part-time.
Yeah, and I've seen you out. I've seen you
Yeah.
and the truck out and about before. We've just
Yeah.
never seemed to
Yeah.
be able to cross paths to talk about it.
Yeah.
So, thanks for taking the time.
Yeah.
So you built it.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah, built the whole thing.
What's the color called? Do you know?
It's orange. it's actually a Hummer. It was
Okay.
a special order Hummer, you know, full-size Hummer.
Yes, yes, yes.
It was a special order Hummer, and everybody asked me the color, and I want to say it's atomic orange, but it's not. That's
Okay.
a Corvette color.
Yes, yeah.
I can never remember the name. I have it in a can.
Okay.
But I just can't remember the name of it. It's a very unique color.
How'd you pick it? Did you see it on something? Or?
Yeah, actually, one of my wife's clients came to the house with her
Okay.
with the Hummer, and I'm like,
That's the
it.
color. That's it.
Yeah,
Yep.
can I
When
have
you
the
when
paint
you know,
coat?
you know, right?
Yeah, yeah, because I was looking for an orange.
Okay.
And, so we went through 2 or 3, and this one seemed to fit it the best. So yeah,
Awesome.
so it's
Well,
labor of love.
Yes, they all are.
Yeah.
And they're never quite done. They're always something
yeah,
to.
I got some things I still want to do. But,
There you go.
know,
But
yeah.
you're out and you have a great time,
Yeah.
and I'm sure it gathers all kinds of attention because
It does.
where are you going to see another one?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. International is kind of rare. Everybody thinks it's a Ford.
Right. Nope.
It's an international.
Nope.
So
Awesome.
very good.
Well, thanks again,
Oh, no
and
problem.
enjoy it. We'll catch you on the road.
Thank you.
All right, folks, we're going to call a wrap on this one here out in Ludlow. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Again, smash the thumbs up, like for me, and click on the subscribe button, and that'll help the channel grow. and let me know that you actually enjoy what I'm putting out there. Once again, astonished by the number and quality and uniqueness of the cars here in Ludlow. And if you've seen my videos and you got a cool car and I haven't interviewed you yet, flag me down. I'd be more than happy to talk to you and put your story out there, because that's what this channel is all about. Getting the cars out, enjoying them, and let's go car cruising.